Hello, and welcome to the Wastelands, where everyone's a little mad, and crazy are those who were promised cupcakes. Previously, which granted took a lot longer than it initially perceived due to a lot of inconvenient circumstances, but we're back in the game right now. Previously, I worked on trying to understand what would be expected. I learned some basics of the game and the world and environment, and today we're going to jump in with the first mission. So two things that I'm going to focus on this game is trying to be better at like RTS style adventure. So I'm going to try and use more strategy. It's going to slow down the game a little, but I'm going to try and become better at it. And I'm going to try and be as closely to the character that I'm playing, which is Dark, as I can. And what might that question be, Keats? Why, Keats, isn't that answer self-sufficient? Why isn't it always mages? You know, it's funny you say that, Teets. Considering in our campaign, I am the only one that's not an actual mage, but I am the one usually playing mages. Oh. Okay. Well, let's have a look at the new mission to send out money, or to get money.
What have your ears heard, Leliana? Anything new we don't already know
Our
about?
efforts bore fruit.
No,
A portion of the profit
nothing.
will be passed to you. Use it wisely, Harold.
All right.
Okay, let's start with getting more money, and now we can move out. But isn't that the secret, Teets? Oh. I made the same mistake in startup, as per usual. So I'm going to need a moment, start up the game correctly, so I can actually play the character that I made, and not a bald guy, kinda. And we will continue the game as soon as I've got it booted up again. My apologies. Careful, Teets, or I'm going to try and do to you what Najin tried to do to Campbell. Or should I get another bottle of mage slaying, maybe? At some point I'm gonna need to try and refit this gas mask. 'Cause I got a feeling like it's always trying to drop. Maybe I just don't know how to wear it, which I will never exclude. Maybe it's just not my style and I'm gonna look for one that's more up to my speed. Anyway, once I've got the game booted up, we can actually continue the story as Dark and not as a dark imposter. Take your time. I will be right where you left me. Remember to check your party's equipment and abilities before setting out into dangerous territory. There we go. So I don't believe Inquisitor spat, the threat remains, that's main story. That's and those are two missions that I don't have enough power for. Okay, so I have two missions that I can do right now. The first mission is the main mission where I have to meet with Mother Gazelle. The other one is a mission that Varric has requested of me, which is dealing with Red Lyrium. Now, if Dark wasn't aware of the
How many people are going to die before this is over? Not as many as would have if we weren't here. Now hush and pass me
Now,
the
if Dark wasn't aware of the things that had happened in Dragon Age 2, he probably would have tried to acquire Red Lyrium to research and to learn about it and use it to empower. And use it to empower. However, he has read the book Varric wrote, and he understands that Red Lyrium is not anything that would fit in his work schematics. The problem with Red Lyrium is that even if it makes someone powerful, it makes them uncontrollable, and that is something that he doesn't actually enjoy. The people he employs are the people that he needs to be able to know and control, and if they become uncontrollable due to the effects of Red Lyrium, they won't make good people to employ by him. They won't make fine tools. So in that case, he would never use the Red Lyrium. The problem is, it is on the surface. And the people, even the people that don't like him, have access to it, which makes it not only something he can't use, it makes it something the enemy could use against him. So he does want it destroyed. So the first mission he's going to do is not to meet Mother Gazelle, but to do Varric's request, because it's also a good idea to get in Varric's good graces, as he is somebody who is famous, good with words, and right now what he needs is having a better reputation. So that comes first. But I do want to talk to Liliana.
There were so many questions surrounding Faria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are.
Oh, is this another mission?
You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Do you have to kill him?
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
Killing him is a waste.
If he has knowledge, then he's a resource. Use him.
He's a loose end who could escape and get word to our enemies. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
Ideals are crucial.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
You feel very strongly about this. Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
I thought I taught you better than that. Even if you don't
Reports
remember me.
of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
If you don't mind me asking, why do you care about mages?
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
Oh, I see your point. You're Justinia's left hand.
They called you the left hand of the divine.
That they did? What of it?
Well, what is the left hand?
What exactly does the left hand of the divine do?
A divine always has enemies. And Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Why so many enemies?
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
There were many who felt she was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life. Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. She chose it, and somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
Sounds like a spy master.
So, you were her spy master too.
I handled difficult situations that couldn't be resolved through more delicate means.
Okay. Why start an Inquisition?
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change
I
the
like
whole
that
thing?
idea.
It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
I'll try my best.
I'll try not to break anything.
That's good to hear.
Tell me more about Justinia.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
How did you meet?
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
Were you more than friends?
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic.
No, I was
Love
merely
is common.
curious.
Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
We'll talk more later.
Okay.
Did you need something?
Tell me about yourself.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Tell me about your past.
What did
He
you do before
technically
you worked for
knows
the
it,
Divine?
but he wants to try
I
and
was a
create a
bard,
new bond
a
with her.
Norwegian spy for many years. For a time, I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
Don't know if I'd like to be a bard. I'm a mage. Got any stories?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
Okay.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later.
I do want to know about the rest.
I'm listening.
You are well connected.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Okay. So, Dark is basically going to tell her, so you have met me in a previous life. So you have met the hero of Ferelden. I've heard some things. What was he like to you? Something like that.
You have a history with the warden who ended the Blight, don't you?
I count him among my closest friends. I still write to him for advice when I can. He hasn't replied to my letters in some time. I try not to worry about it. He can take care of himself.
He stopped writing letters and suddenly here is this Kunari. Cue the Among Us. Did you know Hawk?
They say you spent some time in Lothering. Did you know the champion?
We spoke a few times. I seldom left the Chantry, and we never became more than casual acquaintances. I saw more of the Hawk twins. Bethany in particular. She would spend time in meditation at the Chantry, and she seemed to like my stories. The other one, the young man, he was a little surly. I did encounter the champion again later in Kirkwall. Those were terrible times.
I mean, it's kind of difficult to reply back to her letters in that other body when he is currently in this body. Why were they terrible?
Was this when the Chantry was destroyed?
No, that happened later. But even then, the news coming out of Kirkwall was disheartening. There were some in Val Rayo who wanted the Divine to declare an exalted
Well,
march
at that
on
point, it
Kirkwall.
wasn't dark anymore, so would any advice have been solid?
To calm those agitating for war. I guess it didn't matter in the end.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
They kind of...
Yes?
Let me double check that there's
You
no
seem to know a
other...
great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Well, if Dark is in this body, the previous Dark, the hero of the Blight, wouldn't be the same Dark she knew. Wow, Teets, wow. How do you know Josephine?
You seem to know Josephine quite well.
I met her a long time ago, but we didn't become good friends until years later. After the Blight, in fact. I'd just returned to Val Rayo, and she welcomed me back by throwing a diplomatic ball. She was the Antivan ambassador at the time, you see. The ball was... alright. Too many politicians. At midnight, Josie and I left to find a real party. We've been friends ever since.
I did. That's why I said wow. I did catch the joke. I'll see you when your food is done. A real party?
What do you consider a real party?
It's not a real party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
That sounds like
We
a
can
good
continue
time.
this conversation later.
You know where I am.
do you want a moment to talk to
Did
my
you need
party
something?
before I leave? Any updates?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
They called you the left hand of the divine.
That they did?
Still.
What of it?
Why don't you join my party?
I could use the left hand of the divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
Yes, actually, I do see. And you are valuable in this position. I would prefer to keep you there.
We'll talk more later.
So, let's go back to talk to Josephine. See if she has anything else to say before I leave. There is an important reason I bring that up, but that will become more evident later. Excuse me.
Unending. As though they could do anything. They destroyed nothing.
And Mother Giselle will treat all demon claw wounds as you suggest, to deal with the venom.
Toxin, not venom. It's only venom if it's deliberately injected into the bloodstream. This is simply an infection. Are you writing this down?
I have a very good memory.
Write it down, please.
What was that about?
Hello? Can I help you with something?
Nothing. It's the same thing I've talked about.
I'll speak with you
before.
later.
Travel safely.
Hello again.
Greetings.
So, what brought... I don't think I've spoken with her about this as
Tell
well.
me how you came to work for the Inquisition again.
I'd been considering leaving my post in Antiva for a new challenge when Leliana recruited me. There's such unrest in Talos, and the Inquisition seems a promising method to stop it. It's to everyone's benefit if we prevent the Mage-Templar conflict from spreading further.
It's order. Why you signed on?
So, was it the prospect of stability that drew you here?
The full impact of the Mage Rebellion has yet to be felt, and that was before the death of the Divine. The violence must be curbed before we see it turn to full-scale war.
I do agree with you there. I absolutely agree. Causing any more unrest in Talos is likely going to cause a lot more issues down the line, involving a lot of the other populaces, whether it is Orlais, whether it is the Kunari. If Talos continues to fall, it's going to be a menace to try and bring balance to this world, so it is important that we stop this Mage-Templar war from happening, because on top of that, if this war does happen and the mages become desperate, they could create huge rifts, even bigger than the ones we're currently fighting, to try and draw demons through, and then there's no way to bring balance to this world at all, so it is very important that we stop this war.
I can only imagine the bloodshed if it escalates further.
I'm afraid history holds many examples of what will happen if it does.
How did you meet Leliana?
How do you and Liliana know each other?
We moved through similar circles in Orlais. I believe we actually met in Val Royaux. Leliana was quite an accomplished player of the game by then.
What is the game?
What exactly do you mean when you say, the game?
Forgive me. The game refers to the slow duels of influence among the noble and powerful of Orlais. It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter, but Orlesians are fond of playful touches.
Tell me about yourself. Excuse me. Oh. What does your family do?
What business are the Monteliers in exactly?
We began as merchants. My ancestors founded the first trade routes to Rivain. We once sent entire fleets across the Waking Sea.
Once?
But not anymore?
No. These days, our vessels are a touch more modest.
Tell me about your work.
What did you do before coming here?
I had the great honor of serving Antiva's crown as ambassador to Orlais. I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montilyet, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
Are you doing this for Antiva?
How strong are your past loyalties?
I would never have given up my position if I did not intend to fully
Someone's
commit to the
playing
Inquisition.
fashion
We cannot fall
star.
back on borders. Antiva is as threatened as any country by the rebellions. If anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
Will we have other causes?
Do you think the Inquisition will continue after we seal the breach?
If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, people may turn to us for other things. Protection, counsel, justice. The Inquisition offered these once to those in need.
Out of curiosity, do you believe I'm holy?
Tell me, do you believe I was saved by Andraste at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I should much like to believe so, Your Worship. The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were truly her and the Fate who saved you, well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light.
Let's speak later.
Farewell. What may I do for you?
What are your duties?
What exactly does your job entail?
I meet with ambassadors from various factions and countries and cement alliances with them. We are a young cause. Diplomacy is essential to our credibility.
Oh, trust me, she will come to worship, Doc.
Then you speak for the Inquisition with these nobles.
I do. Someone must foster goodwill on our behalf, as well as prevent controversy as news of us spreads.
Are we that controversial?
How heavily are our actions scrutinized?
Make no mistake, every noble house, every throne is waiting to see what the Inquisition does next. Many are willing to pledge support, if offers are made in just the right fashion. I intend to see that they are.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
What about our allies?
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
What about our mages? Solas.
What's your impression of Solus?
I suppose I should be wary of an apostate, but our elven mage has conducted himself with the utmost propriety. And he has the most fascinating stories.
What about Cullen?
Commander Cullen came to mind.
The commander is an intelligent, cautious man. I'm grateful he's in charge of our standing army. Still, he does sometimes resemble the man with a hammer to whom everything appears as a nail.
What about Cassandra?
I was thinking of Cassandra.
Seeker Pentagast is a princess of the Kingdom of Nevarra, although that barely seems important to her. She was not interested when I asked if we might make use of her royal relations. Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's an extraordinarily driven woman.
How about our roguish friend, Varric?
I was thinking of Varric.
Oh, I could listen to his tales for hours. He actually let me read a chapter of his next book he's writing. My friends would be sick with envy if they knew. It's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only 3 beheadings so far.
Only 3 beheadings.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
I do like her. I think Doc would like her very much. She's well-spoken, intelligent, and knows how to handle people. She would make a good right hand for Doc. Anyway, time to go talk to Varric. And then I'm gonna head out.
Sit me by your side in death. Make me one within your glory.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one world.
Nika, watch over you.
I think I've said everything I needed to say with him, but you never know.
Need something?
Tell me about Red
I want to know
Lyrium.
more about Red Lyrium.
I'll tell you what I can.
Oh. That's enough for now.
I think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
So, why is that exclamation point there? Oh,
Greetings.
special shipments. Is that going to pop up every time? Anyway, time to move out.
See reason. You cannot stay. Why not?
Protecting the mages.
I'd rather stay here with this Inquisition.
You're awfully quick to dismiss the people who stake their lives.
Do I only have... Oof. I'm gonna need to seriously manage my inventory. Anyway, time to go to the world map. Haven. Ledger. Oh. Haven. The hinterlands. The Black Emporium. Solus, Liliana, Fabric, Colin Cassandra, Merchant, Blacksmith. Let's take a look at the Black Emporium. Well, I've only got these three, so add, confirm. But why can't I do Varric's mission? Return to Inquisition camp and rest. Okay. So according to my info screen, I have to be lazy. I love how I had to select a party and my party isn't even here. Anyway, how did they make him look
Handle the
interesting?
merchandise with care.
Xenon the Antiquarian. I left the Black Emporium empty-handed for two reasons. First, most of the items were priced far beyond what I could afford. Second, I spent most of my short time there trying to sate my curiosity about its proprietor. I found myself stealing glances at the antiquarian from behind piles of books, between shelves, and At one point, over a casket of mismatched socks. There he sat, petrified, in the center of the emporium, skin of waxy gray over ancient taut sinew, moaning in a voice so dry and brittle it sounded like the snapping of twigs after a drought. A girl of not more than 12 scurried to and fro to fulfill his numerous requests. Another patron noticed my fascination and told me that the girl, most likely an urchin rescued from the street, was responsible for the needs of the antiquarian, feeding, washing, and the like. So impossibly old is he, and so fragile his skin, he can only tolerate the barest whispers of touches from the smallest and most tender of his servants. Only in this way may he come close to his lost youth, said the man. I was surrounded by objects of legends, yet none fascinated me as did the antiquarian. Also, I did have a new codex entry. That's not the one. That's the Black Emporium. Huh. It is a myth, of course. Nothing more. Tales of a mysterious underground shop run by an immortal, perhaps undead, proprietor who peddles impossible and implausible goods have circulated for decades among the Templars. Now and then a zealous or curious knight will go looking for the place, to no avail. Stories place the Black Emporium in Kirkle's Darktown, the sewers of Valroyo, in the back of an empty boathouse in Lomarin, at the top of a tower in Marna Spell, and hidden beneath the skirts of the giant statue of Andraste at the Merdain. No reputable source has ever found it, and none ever will, because it does not exist. You will, of course, hear the standard justifications. It appears only to the worthy, it appears only to the invited, it is hidden by blood magic, it exists only in the Fade. Rubbish. There is no magic that can hide an entire shop full of trinkets from the eyes of the seeker of truth. I'm not saying that because I searched for 6 months and didn't find it. Shut up, Tristan. From a letter by Seeker Benedict to Divine Justinia 5. The perils of a bard life. To such a title, for fear of retribution, your slightest request is immediately seen to. Your services are expensive and yet actively sought, and those who cannot afford them beg only to not have your displeasure turned their way. One day, however, you will awaken. You will realize the smiles are false, and behind them lies revenge. At the first moment of weakness, your brother and sister bards will be unleashed upon you like a pack of hounds, and you will realize they are not your brothers and sisters at all. For all your fancy intrigue, you have spent your life creating nothing of worth. You have been swallowed by the web of your own deceits, and the game of which you believe yourself master, it moves on without you, uncaring. From a letter signed Sister Nightingale. Oh, this is a letter from Liliana. Interesting. Anyway. So that is to change my looks, which I'm not going to be doing.
Send my regards to the Lady Ambassador. Her ancestor visited the Emporium in the Blessed Age.
Oh wow, this
I
place...
sold her a candle mounted with the severed hand of a first acolyte of Razikiel.
Okay. That is a strong stuff. It is also just for level 18. There's a... Is that a staff? It's a shield. Sword, axe, bow, hammer. Everything is outside of my price range. Yep, still outside my price range. Everything is outside my price range.
I wonder, do the Montiliers still have it in their possession? I should like to see it again.
Oh. Spiked longbow, jagged battle axe, Grey Warden shield. How much gold? I can get those 2 staffs, so maybe I can make one of them. Let me get the Magist staff. Let me get the Keeper staff. I'm gonna. Oh. All of that is also. I'm not gonna buy too much. Oh, crafting materials. I'm not gonna buy too much because I do want to keep, but I do think I could use
Help yourself to a suck from the basket, but only one!
Well, that was interesting, but now I want to see if I can go make this weapon. I doubt it's going to be stronger than what I have, but I want to try. I really do like what they did with the place. It looks dope here. Now the only thing that I have... But yeah, now the only thing that I actually have a problem with is that I don't know where I need to go for Varric's mission. Unless, of course, Varric's mission is something that I just do along the way every time I find Red Lyrium. But so far, that's what it looks like, because I can't see where I need to go for that.
So, you're one of those tranquil?
Iron. Cold, electric. Ooh, electric. Let's try and make one. Don't know why the extra strength, but okay, that's... I am not going to name it whatever that was. First test. Okay. So...
I have not studied those skills.
Ah, pity. Well, at least you won't be causing any trouble or getting possessed.
So let's have a look. Weapons. First test. First test is better. More willpower. So, if, let's see, modify weapons. If I remove upgrade, remove upgrade. Remove upgrade. Remove upgrade. Confirm changes. First test. Select. There we go. Select. There we go. Confirm. Then this is actually a pretty strong starting weapon. So now I need to... It's a good starting weapon. Well, good starting weapon. It's a good first attempt at making a weapon, and I'm glad that there's already so much of a difference. I'm looking forward to making more weapons. That being said, let me take a look at this mission that I have. Varric saw an offer at Lyrium and Kirkwall for one lifetime. Now it's everywhere, and the worst of it, it sings like the shark that drove his brother mad. Varric would like to take no small pleasure in destroying those. Locate and destroy primeval red Lyrium nodes. So I'm thinking I might need to confer with Shady, and she said that these red Lyrium nodes are something that I will find along my travels, in which case all I can do for now is continue the main story. So, might as well do that, because I gotta start somewhere after all, and I think it's a good point to start. I'll probably get more missions and side quests as I go along, but I gotta start somewhere, so this is probably still part of the tutorial. Regardless, it's a good point to begin. Huh. I guess I can do that? So let's take Varric, let's take Cassandra, and let's take Solus. Confirm. RAM. The RAM is more... Well, are there actually hints? The Codex stores lore, yeah. I've already read these. So no new tips or tricks for now. I do seem to be dealing with some acid reflux. So, Teets, what did you make for food?
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. They might not know much about the Canary, but you'll get no backtalk from anyone here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Oh my god, Varric. Oh, Scout Harding seems dope, but Varric, oh my god. He meets someone and the first thing he does is make a dick joke. I mean, it is typically Varric, what was I expecting, but still. pleased to meet you.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Are these all missions? Clear threats at the crossroads. Okay. That is the Red Lyrium. I need power for that. Master of Forces. Speak with Dennett. Rifts on the outskirts. So I need to close those rifts and establish camps to hold the hinterlands and support Inquisition activity in the region. So I've got a couple of things that I need to do in this area. And I've got an active... What? Oh. Requisition officer?
This might interest you, sir.
Report?
What is it?
This could help us.
Iron, I think
Nothing
I got
to report,
it.
sir.
Did I do it? I got the requisition, but...
Nothing to report, sir.
Inspect. I got more power, so... Change party, equip potions. No, wrong button. Thank God I have a lot of elf fruit. Rest. I guess let's talk with her again. If she's got more.
Word for you.
Report.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Velveteen and decorative gems. Okay, so that is things that I actually need to find. So the first thing we should probably do... So, in Dark Shoes, the way he would reason is... I've got 4 things to do here. I gotta find resources, I gotta hold out the hinterlands, I gotta do rifts, and I gotta talk to... Dennett, and I gotta talk to... I gotta find Mother Giselle. So, to Dark, the first thing that would be his main concern would be the rifts, for the fact that the rifts are a continuous source of enemies and trouble, no matter what it is that he's going to do. So the first thing he would do in his agenda in this place is close those rifts. So that is what he's going to start with, finding the rifts on the outskirts. So that's at least one source of trouble that is dealt with. What is everything? Holding out the hinterlands so I can set up a camp there. There's a portal there. That is the main mission. No, that's not where I need to go. That's a camp. Okay, it's kind of annoying that my map works this way, but okay. Holding out the hinterlands, master of horses. There is red lyrium there, so I gotta remember that. That's probably also red lyrium. Yep. And there's red lyrium. So let's start by going down and clearing that rift first. Apparently I've also got more codex, so let's read up on that first. Ferelden after the Blight. One need only stroll through Denerim Market to appreciate Ferelden's resilience. You would be hard-pressed to believe that Darkspawn ravaged the city within our lifetime. Scars remain for the people who lived through it, but life moves forward. Now children play in the streets, children for whom the Blight is a story their parents tell. I once heard a small boy ask what a Darkspawn was. To him, it was only a word he heard from the older youths. We teach that a learned child is a blessing upon his parents and unto the Maker. And Rusty, forgive me, but I felt joy at his smiling ignorance. King Alistair himself made this possible. His actions are thus a puzzle to me. Despite the events at Kirkwall, Ferelden continues to offer refuge to the rebel mages, which will only bring trouble to our doorstep. It already has. Rumors among the merchants suggest that Starkhaven places sanctions on trade as sign of protest. One hears of conflict in the hinterlands between Templars and mages. Mother Diana says I am to accompany her to the conclave in Haven. She says to have faith in divine Justinia, and that whatever comes, we shall see the Maker's will done. I think of those smiling children who have not grown up with death and fear, and I pray this so. Okay. I assume that was everything? Yep. Well, these aren't really enemies, so... Since you are driving, Shady, just as an update, I'm farming animals, I guess. I was attacking a ram. No, stop it. Anyway, there's also a mission around here, but... Wait, are people level up? Oh, yep, people are level up. Let's focus always on healing. Okay. Dispel, Mind Blast. That's a good one to have defensively, since he does need that. Meals. Varric is doing archery. I like that long distance, since I'm probably going to keep him on the back line attacking. Or at least I'm going to try to. Cassandra is level up. I don't know it. Oh yeah, I started her this one because she is. I am going to try to make her our tank. That's actually not bad. So let me give you that. So they're level up. Okay. Let me see if I can set up some tactics. Or behaviors is it now, right? Behaviors, okay. Oh. Oh, this is different. Interesting. So I guess this is which abilities they will use. This is which abilities they can get. Attributes is just their strength. Behaviors. If mana or stamina falls below this threshold, party members will stop using abilities that require. Go for 30. Targeting behavior. Follow, defend, follow. Controlled character. One. Use it at 10% threshold. I'm gonna use 20 because he is a rogue, so he probably doesn't have as much health. Okay, let me take a look at Solas. 30%, follow controlled character. Okay, he's a mage, so he shouldn't be attacked as much, hopefully. And Cassandra, you need to keep using as many of your abilities as you can, because you're a tank. You need to. She can be at 10%. And I think that's all of them. And that is for later. forgot. Space is no longer pause. Anyway. Tactical screen. Cassandra can challenge him. Tarek can move up here. And Solus can help me attack him. And I am going to cast energy barrage on him. Okay. He can freeze him, so it's just a matter of attack. Attack. Excuse me? Oh. We can use that. Ferric can use that on him. Solas can just attack him. She can run up to here to
Mages and Templars and innocent people caught in the middle. Some things never change.
Oh, okay. That happened. Now, what is this about?
What's this?
Australians, regarding your inquiry, regarding the so-called Australians, it is our considered belief that these are relics from a cult that existed in the pre-Andrastian era of the Tevinter Imperium. Now, what would be considered a cult in a society that worships the old gods, an order of magisters who believed in the destruction of the Magisterium, the governing body of the Imperium that determined which mages are and are not given the Magister title. The members of this order wish to return to an earlier period where dreamers ruled, and evidence indicated they operated throughout Tevinter, though primarily in the frontier areas. There they would lock away their secrets, caches of treasure, and perhaps even secret meeting places, though we have no way of knowing for certain, unlockable only through knowledge of ancient astronomy, a practice that was, we understand, rather out of fashion in the late Tevinter period. According to our investigations, each of the Astrarians could point to the secret cache if one knew the 3 constellations that mapped to each device present at the site. Connecting the dwellers in the correct configuration and it would be revealed. Many of these relics were sought out by Andrastian cultists in the early Divine Age, the Order of Fiery Promise in particular, and destroyed. Why? Because they believed the Astrarians held together the Veil and that destroying them would destroy the Veil and thus the world. Such is the way of cults of any kind. that the true reason for what they do could never truly be understood by modern minds. Okay, so that's basically a long way of saying you don't know. Astrariums allow you to unlock the secrets of the heavens. Recreate the image of a constellation by connecting the stars without making the same line twice. Where is the other star? Oh, I did it wrong. Restart. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did it wrong again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I'm fairly sure. Constellation Judex. Depicted as a downturned sword, the constellation Judex is oft called the Sword of Mercy in common parlance. Even though the sword image was assigned to these stars long before Andraste's time, Judex referred to the concept of justice in ancient Vinter, and the downturned aspect of the swords indicated a guilty verdict, which in those times generally translated to execution. Obviously, with its modern meaning and use as a symbol by the Templar Order, the old interpretation is frowned upon by scholarly circles.
Strange.
Where does this lead?
What did it do? I don't know where it generally led to though. Radcliffe, Lyrium, Astrariums. So that is something I'm going to have to do eventually as well, but Dark's first concern is talking to what is looking at whatever these two quests are, but then closing those rifts, which is what he's going to do first. Stop it. Stop. Why is there a quest here? Okay, weird. Anyway, which one's closer? No, that one. Ram ladder. Excuse me? Okay, anyway. Cassandra needs to go up here. Okay, that's working out well. Change lightning. Long shot. Oh. Does that mean I'm just that low on mana? Guess so.
It must have been some time since the Renegade Templars faced a mage of any talent.
Thank you. I guess. Lamb's wool. Sketch of Calenhad's foothold. Close. So is that a new quest? The hinterlands. The sketch of a castle on a rocky ridge makes a spot along a broken wall. Find the spot marked on the sketch. So I'll have to do that later because I first need to deal with this gate up ahead. Gotta keep collecting resources. Never know when it's going to come in handy. What is this though? Okay. Breakstone, silver bracelet. Yep, we are. So she should go up here. Varric should try to stay away from the ghosts. So I'm gonna move him up here. Solus, gonna move him a little further. Then, I am going to move here, and let's start with that. She's going to war cry. I am going to, where are they? Over here. Let me do that. Where is, well, I think there is a good spot, so I'll have him freeze. And if he's frozen, I can okay, start attacking him. Start attacking him. There doesn't seem to be any enemies here, so she can challenge him. And you can start attacking him too. So okay, so back to tactical screen. Oh. Start by attacking the one closest to you. Get rid of that. She needs to get ready for Warcry, and he needs to move back. Cast Winter's Grasp on him. You can attack him too. She needs to get to the closer one. Shield. Long shot. Okay, that's probably gonna get him killed. That's that. She needs to do war cry, get the attention on her. You two move over there. No. Solus, you move over there. Engage him. What is this? Solus, start attacking him. With that. Varric, if you have long shot, use long shot on him. And you can use stun on him. Okay, that is a good one. Start attacking him. Use explosive shot on him. And use energy barrage on him. Okay, now I need to go out of this screen. Sorry that these battles are going a little slower than what you might be used to, but I'm trying to do this properly and I'm trying to get to a hang of it. Hi Frank, how you doing? I have won, technically. All I need to do is close it. Okay. That is not bad loot. These are the same. I wouldn't necessarily say bad decisions. It's more that I'm trying to learn to play as in a sort of RTS style, I guess, and I'm not used to that, so it's a lot of learning. 63. Still better. No, that other armor suits him better. Warriors only, so that would be one for her. That's a good one. Why is there a mission here? Also, did I turn off those missions? Let's go to camp. Why is nothing showing up there?
I think it's time you stopped playing the wounded party with me, Varric.
Ignoring the times you actually wounded me?
I did no such thing. I questioned you and then brought you to Haven so you could tell your story to the Divine.
What then? Thanks, Varric. We believe you. See you around.
Do not pretend to be an innocent bystander. I could have done far worse, with full justification.
Oh, yes, thank you for not torturing me. I'm so much happier now.
So, is there a mission here?
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
Okay. Wait. Templars killed your husband?
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
That sounds like bullshit. That just sounds like them being overly aggressive because they need to take their aggression out on someone. Oh my god, dude.
Farewell.
That can be done later. However, a more immediate threat in Dark's mind would be the thingy. The rift. Ooh. That's not a bad one. Anyway, the rifts are a bigger threat to him right now. So the chances are he is first going to focus on making sure those rifts are closed. And after that he is going to check what needs to be done around here. Okay, another feature research item. So now I gotta return to camp because it's going up in another way. What are all these things here? So apparently Dragon Age Inquisition is going to be a lot bigger than anything before, because even right now I'm just technically on my first map and I am lost. Fennec food. Well, I first gotta go back to camp before I accept any quests, and I gotta take down that other rift. Oh, great. Go back. Nope. Go back in tactics mode. Go here. That, Varric. No. So there's two. There should be another enemy here, but I don't think that's the right. Ram. Oh, there he is. Winter's Grasp on him. Varric's long shot on him. She can challenge him, and he can do
The apostates have fled to the hill.
Really? I also gotta find resources, and I have no clue where to find those. Hopefully sometime soon, but for now. Really? Shadow. A dwarf cry. Go. health root. I first gotta make my way back to camp.
Nothing to report, sir.
So I need to find a way to go further up the hill. I guess that's the way I just came from. So I guess there's... gotta find a way around, maybe? War cry. Explosive shot. Decorative gems.
Dead.
Iron. It's going somewhat alright, but holy crap, I need to relearn a lot of things I learned from the previous two games to get used to this game. I'm just on the first map and I'm already like, how big is this place? Gravestone.
Did you believe the Conclave could achieve peace, Cassandra?
I had hope, as did we all.
The Templars went to war to force mages back into their circles, which the mages would never agree to. What solution could Divine Justinia have offered when all sides rejected compromise?
The war was going nowhere for either side. That they went at all showed they realized this.
Or they believed the other side would relent.
We shall never know now.
Right, also, right now I am trying, so, in case you missed it, Dark's first and foremost concern before they do anything else is trying to close the rift portals. The problem is, I don't know how to get there. Templar, so more Templar infighting, I see. Freeze him. Long shot. All, and I do need to Solas. There we go. Loot. Ladder. Ladder found on a noble woman's corpse. My lady Valina, I know you're frightened, but the light in the sky shouldn't scare you. It's the eye of the Maker, finally coming back to take the faithful to the Golden City. Leave your father's servants and come up into the hills, away from the pointless fighting between the Templars and mages. Let me introduce you to Speaker Anais. She'll explain everything. We'll be together and happy, waiting for everything to be right in the world. Your love, Lord Baron. Okay. Codex unlocked. Mabari. That's a good one. There we go. Not exactly what I was looking for, but I found it. Well, they are fighting over there, but I'm not gonna do this right now, because again, I want to try and stay as closely to as how Dark would operate, which is first trying to find a way to close those gates, so, because that is a genuine issue. Oh, these guys again. Also, enemies respawn really quickly. Anyway. Okay. She does wolf cry. Move away. Move away. Move away. Okay. Attack. If I use chain lightning, I'm going to hit all three of them. But he's going to freeze the archer, and he is going to do another chain lightning so that it's off. Get that one down first because he's low. Since he's going to attack me, I can't really challenge him, so I'm going to move away. But with that, I am going to take a short break, and I will be back in 10 to 15 minutes. See you all in a moment. I am back, and let us continue. Okay. So, how do I get to that other portal? Maybe I have to go the way around. Iron. Ooh, more loot. Don't think that's a really good one compared to the one I have. Okay, let's start by seeing where this road leads. Maybe I'll find a way around to get to where I want to go. Seems to be kind of going around, so maybe.
Mother Giselle cannot be far.
Well, I'm trying to play as Dark, and the first thing Dark would do is close that portal and then concern with the surrounding areas. So I was gonna pick up quests on returning. But I guess I'm gonna have to be stuck doing that mission first, so I might as well pick it up as I'm on the way. I mean, it's going to be annoying, I know, but I'm trying to stick to the character. As you know I do. So what is this about? A letter in an empty home. Baritis. I know you escaped with the other mages, and I know you'll come here. Father told you that if you ever strayed, he'd put you down himself. If you're here, you know he's dead. But I'm not. I'll be killing apostates and waiting for you at Old Phoenix Place to the north. I've got Father's sword and my true brothers in the Templars. Come, if you're man enough, Ivan.
That may be worth investigating.
Hmm. But yeah, I know, like, optimally speaking, the best way, yeah, it's sad, the best way would be just to pick up everything as I go along. But I did say that I would try and play as my character, do what he would do, and the first thing he would do is secure an area so that the constant threats are diminished.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not...
Technically, yes.
They care, Seeker.
Okay. War cry. Long shot.
Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like...
These two forces are so caught up in their own wars, I don't think they can tell friend from foe.
Listening.
Be ready. More coming our way.
We are victorious once more.
There are mages
I
here
love your
who can heal
commentary, Shady.
Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle?
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
You're not against magic.
What you said to that soldier.
We do not teach that magic is evil. We teach that pride is evil, and does not corrupt only mages. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
Then why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
It was a tragedy.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
Will that work?
That won't just make it worse?
Because you are a mage?
That too.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. Their power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
Thank you.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us. I will go to Haven and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Could be better.
Lag.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
Very well.
It's good to have commerce restored. Not many goods here if you wish to trade.
You're certain? Of course.
Stop. Wrong button. Anyway, where's that second portal?
Are you sure? Maker, I hope it's not me.
Aha. It's that way. I think. So actually, let me check my journal real quick. The threat remains. Okay, so that is the main story. I am gonna try and wait with that. Discover Red Cliff Road. There we go. Winter. Aim for the lesser tower, aim for the lesser tower. Challenge him. Attack him. Oh, there's someone in front of me. Well, that's an issue. Healing potion. Basic attack, here, here. What happens if we destroy those raptures? War cry. What? I wonder what's keeping Solos. Solas, move here. Darkonomeos. Go dark. She needs a potion. These arrows are annoying. Anyway. He needs a potion. I need a potion. Deal with the raid first. More? Where's this rift? Oh. Well, that was intense. Oh, that leads up. Okay. Okay, so... That's a defender, so the rangers gotta take care of the archers first. Meanwhile, he can help with him. Okay. Get him because he's closer? No. He can attack him with this. There we go. Lambsville.
Hopefully the Inquisition can find some way to help these people.
East Road, Redcliffe Village. So there's someone here. Recruit.
Watch yourself. Bandits up ahead. Or something anyway. They're blocking the road.
Tell me about them.
What can you tell me about the attackers on the road?
Several groups. Some of them with bows. They've got better armor than most around here. It's too many for us. If you head out there, careful you don't get flanked. They don't take prisoners.
So they might not be bandits?
You don't think they're bandits?
Bandits wait until people are vulnerable, then hit them fast so nobody escapes. These bastards show themselves too early. They care more about driving people away than taking loot. They're either stupid, or they're more than just bandits. And they're too well armed for stupid.
Thanks for the warning.
Let's first head back to camp. So that is something Dark is also going to need to deal with, is those bandits. Or not bandits, but the first thing I want to do is rest up and get provisions. I assume I can do that here. Landmark. Maybe not. I'll try, because I could use some rest and a resupply of potions.
I hope it's not me.
It's good to have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish to trade. Someone, anyone, please help my wife.
What's wrong?
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath, like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Okay. Okay. Codex unlocked. Saga of Tirda Brightaxe of our mother. 7th stanza. Tirda Brightaxe, dwarf-friend chieftain, with her leaf-eared lover lay. Woke she did to love-sweat morning, lovers gone in light of day. Dream words whispered, spoken soft, still the silence, crushed and crashing. Dead her tribe, unless a child could keep her line in warrior fashion. Avalvar, so named the lover, called our journey yours and mine. One day child of Tirda blood, Morriganan in strength must shine. Lovers' whispers to obey. Hendir, dwarf prince, friend in passion. Babe produced to serve the line. The other tribe, her name are taken. That reminds me, do I have other codex entries because of creatures? Archers. To fight an enemy with bow or crossbow is simple, although not always easy. A guard with a crossbow must crank his weapon after each shot. If there is only one such enemy, seek cover and give him cause to waste his shot, and then close upon him before he may fire again. If there are many, close their flanks so you face one guard directly, using him as a second shield, and no other guard has a clean shot at your unprotected back. Do not move to the middle of their ranks and rely upon them, hesitating to risk hitting one another. A soldier with short bow is a little more dangerous. Attack him as you would an enemy with a crossbow, but accept that he will likely fire again. Approach with your shield up, even if you must sacrifice speed. Few soldiers are true masters of the bow. Those who do not fumble their draw in fear will fire a shot quickly, so it is more likely to glance off your armor or shield than punch through. Few soldiers have the skill or strength to make a good use of a longbow. Respect those who do. Against such an enemy, cover is the only defense. Move quickly across his field of vision, forcing him to compensate for your movement. Do not charge directly, unless your allies can distract him. A fully drawn longbow can drive an arrow through a chevalier's plate at 100 yards. A fight between an archer and a chevalier is a test of cunning versus patience. We are too often patient, heavily armored as we are, and faced with lightly armored foes who would harass us. While archers frustrate me as they do most chevaliers, it is good that we fight them, so we remember how to be cunning, how to break an opponent's patience. An excerpt from A Meditation upon the Use of Blades by Swordmaster Massache de Jean Yin. Required reading at the Académie des Chevaliers. Fennec. My dearest and best father and lord, you are strong and fair and obviously the most handsome Arl in all of Ferelden. I want a Fennec. Please, please, please get one for me. I saw a picture in a book that Bridget was carrying from Master Fergal, and it is the fluffiest and most delightful creature I have ever seen. The book says they live in the mountains and eat voles and repulsive things like that. When I get mine, I will feed it only nice things, like cake and pearls. Please, please, please send somebody to catch one. I really need one right now. Ruby wants company. It's not my fault Primmy and Bobble broke. Don't believe anything Eileen says. Please, I promise I will spend no more gold on silks this month. It's too cold anyway. Your most loving and obedient daughter, Habren. A note from Habren Bryland to her father, Leonis Bryland, the Earl of Southreach, written in 931 Dragons. Reports indicate that Habren did receive a white fox as a gift from her father. Later that month, she promptly lost it down a well. Wow. I swear, nobles are horrible. Foot soldier. When engaging with such an opponent, respect his speed. His hands and feet will move a great deal. Ignore them. Watch his hips and shoulders instead. First deny what advantage he has in his allies or environment, unless you have trained equally in such matters. Once you control his weapon, overwhelm him. He has no shield, and you need not fear a second blade. If forced to fight in such a manner, you must decide whether you will fight as a duelist, one-handed, or as a chevalier. If the former, drop your back leg away to tighten your center target, as you have no shield to cover your body or second weapon to bring into range. Focus on a quick attack and give ground freely when you cannot find an advantage. If the latter, rely on your vambrace and gauntlets as a shield and try to wrench your opponent's weapon away. My left arm bears the scars of such efforts, but my opponents bear worse. Better still, do not lose your shield at all. But battles are not a place of perfection. An excerpt from the Meditation upon the Use of Blades by Swordmaster Massage de Jamien, required reading at the Académie des Chevaliers. My game is awfully quiet. There's also not a lot of sound going on. Guardsman. Oh. I missed a part. I have faced Antivan duelists, Ferelden Ash warriors, and Fog warrior skirmishers. When we strip away the titles and tricks, they are simply men who want to see their enemies dead, but need a hand free to manage it. Duelist favors a thinner target over an offensive strength of a main gauche. Ash warriors need a hand to guide their Mabari and a lighter weapon to take advantage of the openings their dogs leave, while Fog warriors rely on stealth and speed too much to use a heavy shield. That's the only part I forgot. A novice believes his sword of the utmost importance, and his shield there to show his family colors. All scoff at such foolishness, but the older students, thinking his shield a sign from the Maker that he cannot be struck down, is little wiser. A warrior coming away from battle with his shield dented and ripped may be praised for bravery. A warrior coming away with his shield merely scratched should be praised for skill. Remember that every metal shield was beaten into shape, and may be beaten out of it. Even a blow that does not tear a hole drives impact through your arm and shoulder, where shock and pain will wear down even the strongest warrior. In a duel against a single opponent, you may seek a quick advantage in taking a blow directly to the shield in order to strike one in return. If you are protecting another, you may have no choice. In all other cases, against one opponent or many, it is better to hide the movement of your hips and shoulders behind your shield, forcing enemies to focus on it rather than you. This is also true when fighting an opponent so armed. Your goal is not the shield, but the man behind it. Circling or locking shields may gain you an advantageous position. Failing that, rain blows upon his defense until he tires and his guards grow sloppy. If you are neither skilled enough to slip past him nor fit enough to wear him down, you will most likely die. Mabari. No dog is more prized than the Mabari. Why are there? Okay. No dog. Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture. And no dog is more prized than the Mabari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have been bred from the wolves who served Dane, prized for their intelligence and loyalty. These dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters, pairing with them for life. To be the master of a Mabari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognized instantly as a person of worth. The Mabari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen, and the sight and sound of a wave of war dogs howling and snarling has been known to cause panic among even the most hardened infantry soldiers. Now, why are there two marks? I probably don't have a second one yet, but multiple spirits to a single. I confess myself troubled by the rise in mages binding multiple spirits to a single object. Among the Mortalitasi, interacting with spirits is a serious, even intimate undertaking. These spellbinders, as they call themselves, bind many simple spirits, usually to books or other easily compartmentalized objects set with runes, and they have stripped the interaction with spirits of its importance, reducing it to a mere mechanical exercise. That such magic is useful to the spellbinder, I do not argue. Although the power contained in this object is difficult to focus, the diffused magic can easily distribute energy across a broad area, augmenting the mage's allies. The spellbinders insist that no individual spirit is capable of breaking their bindings, and that the spirits cannot cooperate well enough to effect an escape together. Furthermore, they maintain that because the bindings are all tied to the spellbinder personally, there is no risk of these enchanted books falling into the wrong hands. Still, the books are in their hands, and I am concerned. Although the practice has spread across most of Tethys by now, it seems to have originated in Tevinter. These mages bind spirits and demons too readily, and it is not natural for spirits to remain in this world for any great length of time. Our Maker placed the veil between our world and the Fate for a reason. After all, who are we to second-guess his wishes? Perhaps I have grown more reverent in my old age. An excerpt from Life Among the Dead by Enchanter Rodemont de van Heigel, senior member of the Mortalitatie. Well, that was some reading. Anyway. Man, I am laggy in this place. What is that even? The crossroads. I guess that's the name of this location.
Long day.
True enough.
Ooh, okay.
Are you sure? I don't know.
Maker be with you.
That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
What's the problem?
These people need food?
There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than mutton.
Okay.
Luck won't put fat on your ribs.
So set as active. Based on so basically Dark has secured the area from a big immediate threat, which is Fade invasion. So the next thing that he would look is what needs to be addressed first, which is food issues. So his first logical step is probably the first thing he's going to do is rest up and restock his potions because his party needs it. And then he's going to move out and see about gathering food for the village downstairs. Time to hunt rams.
One down.
Oh, what is this? Better deal with that mage first. Actually, if they're going to deal with that mage first, maybe she should challenge him. Wait, what? Where is the rest of my party? Also, why is he suddenly... Well, that was kind of weird, but okay. I don't know what side exactly they're on. They tend to be pretty rambunctious. But if they were on any side, I'd say they're probably on the side of the refugees. Shouldn't
we travel to Val Royeaux now, Seeker? The breach isn't going to close itself. Indeed. The sooner we obtain a way for the breach, the better.
Anyway, as I was saying, I think the ram is on the side of the refugees because it's the rams that's going to keep the refugees alive. Ooh, health food. Ooh, royal health fruit. Oh, no. Would it be considered a willing sacrifice on the ram's part? Oh, hi. Rabbit. Fruit. Yes, please. And who is the Ram boss? Rammstein. Okay, I gotta admit, that's a good one. Okay, shout. There we go. Output. Why is there loot over here? Okay. Also, thanks guys, now I've got Rammstein stuck in my head. Okay, touched iron. Interesting. No, Pete. No. Just no.
One down!
Let's just grab this.
Where are we gonna go? We'll find someplace safe. Where? The mages and Templars are gonna burn down the whole world.
Can't talk with any of them apparently. So, let's go bring back that food for the village. Or for the camp. I think I see another group up there. under protection of the Inquisition.
Very well.
More loot. I also need to find out what the Velveteen is.
Fine day to you.
Have you seen otherwise?
True enough. Mages, Templars, bandits, demons. Making it hard for a man to hunt for his supper.
Here, maybe this will help.
It more than helps. With this, I can fill these hungry bellies. Give these folks some hope. I didn't think much of the Inquisition. But no one else is helping like you lot. Maybe I was wrong. I passed round what you found. No one will go hungry.
Thank you. What is it, Shady? Did I say oh no? Wait, I'm kinda lost. Oh, it's about an argument that, well, not really an argument, it's a discussion we've had about the song Du Hast from Rammstein. And also the fact that
draw the attention of the cleric.
The fact that Teeds and I know Teeds and I occasionally watch a video of someone who thought Du Hast was a love song.
By now. Shouldn't we meet with them?
Oh. I see.
It's good to have commerce room.
Du Hast is about a toxic relationship, as far as I understand the song. Why not? Could have got them. Well, let's go deal with what might be an immediate... Oh my god, dudes. Anyway, the next thing we got to do is make sure that this target that this village won't be attacked by bandits. And also, there's a camp that can be made up there, so that's why he's going to head that direction first, and then meanwhile set up a camp there. Set active. Huh. What's over here? Is this just a side entrance? Yeah, this is just another entrance into this place. Okay. So let's start by moving the Sandra. No, moving the Sandra here. 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 Here.
Bandits ahead!
Also, can I just say, mana drains like crazy here, or is it just me? Healing. Okay, that's 2 down, so that's good. Hardy har har, please.
I doubt that's the last of them.
Ooh, velveteen. That's what I was looking for. Samite. Topaz. Lord Barbarian Null. Blood Lotus. Okay. Blood Lotus, do not try to get out of this. We were told you were the best. That is why you were contracted. Was it not you who obtained the 200 white blooming rose bushes for the Empress's winter ball last year? The Countess has been infinitely patient till now, but she doesn't understand why it is so hard to fill the garden pool. She wants no more excuses, and no, she will not compromise with the dawn lotuses. They're white. The flowers have to match the silk canopies. It is crucial. Dark purple, dark red. Do not try to frame this as a safety issue. The guests will be perfectly safe. Why, if they experience any hallucinations from the concentration of lotus essence in the air, I'm certain it will only make the evening more thrilling. I don't care if you have to send someone to Ferelden, Pete, Bog to get it all. Just do it. A note from Chamberlain Laurent to Grand Gardener Humbert Vauclain over the decorations for Comtesse Darnay's summer garden party. According to gossip in Valrio, the Chamberlain did succeed in convincing Grand Gardener Vauclain to provide 420 lotus plants. The party was considered by most to be a roaring success, even though the evening concluded with at least 12 guests asleep on the lawn, 3 in the pool, and one lady losing several teeth trying to take a bite out of a marble statue of the Comtess's father, which she convinced was made of cake. Okay.
According to my research, the ancient elves may have set up wards near here. If we can find the artifacts they used, it may help strengthen this area against tears.
Peace. I am no danger to you. My name is Miris. By your weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
What are you doing out here?
Are you fighting the demons on your own?
Fighting the demons is pointless. There will always be more, and I have no means of closing the rifts. But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts will appear. I was not expecting so many demons, however. I believe one of the artifacts is nearby. Can you help me reach it?
Yeah, will help. If it's going to measure where a portal might appear, it's going to be hugely important to us.
It sounds worth investigating.
Thank you. It shouldn't be too much farther ahead.
However,
thank you for joining me. I do not think I could have done this alone.
How did you end up here?
How did you come to be here?
I was, first of Clan Venen. I left in service of my clan and saw that great tear in the veil on my journey. I know more of magic and the Veil than any Shemlin, so I hope to help.
Maharal, Dalen.
We should keep moving.
Okay, well, I am going to save it here. While it is not as long as my usual stream, there are reasons why I prefer to not overdo myself today. However, we will be back this time for certain Wednesday to continue this adventure, as I am very much excited to continue exploring this game. So far, I'm having a lot of fun, and I really want to see what this game has more in store. But that being said, this is where I'm going to call it for the game. I'm going to see if there's any other additional content to be had. And after that, let's see if we can raid someone. What are you saying? You know you're still stuck with me. You specifically don't get rid of me that easily. Anyway. Let me see. Nope. No additional content, so let's go raid someone. Quincy's online, so why not go raid him? It's better than the other options. So with that, I wish you all a very pleasant evening. Stay safe out there, wastelanders. It's a dangerous world.